I'm actually riding from LA to Tijuana.
You went down there with an expired passport?
Walking around with your life, that's just stupid. Tijuana police in North Mexico is literally no joke.
They stole their money, they put one in jail.
Drive your way back into the country.
Oh, this bike is worth something, and take it.
Putting yourself in a dangerous situation.
The cops were trying to sell it to cartels.
It's a pandemic, mate.
Don't go to Tijuana, it's stupid.
Do it! Do it!
I need that heat that I won't forget. Come on, make me sweat. Jalapeno, jalapeno.
It's a stupid ending to this story.
It is September 22nd, 2020. We're all trying new things during the pandemic, so I decided to try vlogging and long distance international biking. So I'll be biking from LA to Tijuana. I'm doing this because I'm genuinely confused with what's going on with the border right now. You see people on Instagram flying to Tulum, and I did look it up online, and air travel is allowed, but the land borders are closed. The US and Mexico mutually agreed to close the borders to only essential travel. So they shouldn't let me, a non-essential biker, into the country. But I'm gonna try anyway. Yeah, it's expired. I just looked it up online, and you can do same day expedited passports. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go to the passport agency in Los Angeles. To get a passport right now, what's the situation?
It's the life or death behind you. It's the flyer behind you. You can take a picture if you want. Death certificate or a doctor's note from official hospital letterhead.
Just got rejected for a passport. Needs to be a life or death situation, verified by a doctor's note of someone's impending death. I want to take this trip, and I'm not gonna let a lack of a passport stop me. I'm not gonna tell any of my friends though, because everyone will try to convince me that's stupid. I just wanted to tell one person.
Do I have to do anything?
No.
Okay.
The border is closed.
It's stupid. You can't go.
I just want to try anyway.
You can't just go across the border.
It's 100 miles the first day and 60 miles the second day. I've never biked that far before. The most I've done was a 30-mile practice bike ride a few days ago, which I'm still sore from. 9 hours and 45 minutes. ETA 6:30 if I went the whole way there. There's no way I get there before 10. So the route that it wants me to take is actually away from the beach until I get down towards like Long Beach. I need to focus on biking fast. Man, there's a lot of noises out in the world. You shouldn't be able to see the f***ing mount, bro! Would you be loved and be loved? Yeah, I can't bike up this. If I just got a flat, I'm gonna kill myself. Not sponsored. Not sponsored at all. Never had one of these. I hate it so much. Ugh, Downey, that area, all just industrial wasteland. There were some interesting people living by the San Gabriel River. A lot of people that owned horses in their backyards. If I want to get to my Airbnb in Oceanside by 9 p.m., I need to hop on this bike right now. But I just called a bike shop to see if I can get a seat that's more comfortable than this.
You walk on the boardwalk, not riding at the boardwalk.
I'm actually riding from LA to Tijuana.
Oh my gosh. Don't go
Be
there.
careful, my friends just went there and they had massive problems.
Getting back
once
in?
they got in,
Yeah.
then the cops like shook them up because they're Americans. They're mad about the COVID. They stole their money. They put one in jail. They might like say, oh, this bike is worth something, and take it and harass you and say how much money you got on you. It was in another city in a chop shop. The cops were trying to sell it to cartels.
Thank you for telling me. So I got the bike seats and I got some advice. Don't go to Tijuana. Will this stop me? I'm winded. I'm also a little worried I'm gonna get robbed. I did look online, not only a COVID warning, but there was a warning about a high rate of kidnapping and robbery. I brought my laptop for some reason. I got the GoPro, I got this phone. But another part of me is like, people are just telling scary stories. You know, listening to that stuff is what makes you live a small and xenophobic life. Just FYI, when I'm not using the front extension, I get lots of looks. I don't know why. I think people think it's an antenna. You know, Google's done me well so far, but Maps just tried to take me through an army base. Google Maps keeps trying to take me away from the ocean. Gotta be somewhere to continue biking along the ocean all the way down. Another military base sandwiching me. I'm gonna bike the shoulder of the highway. I have a bike. Do you want me to leave it somewhere? 100 miles.
The officer told me more than once, don't freak out, don't get upset, we're taking your money.
A local retiree claims that he was shaken down for money in Tijuana because of COVID-19. That man said he and his wife had just crossed the border to visit family when they were pulled over and told to hand over their cash.
It's 11:15. I was supposed to leave here at 8. I think I'm going to take a 40-mile bike ride today down to San Diego and spend the next couple of days there. I'm mad at myself for letting, you know, these fears get to me, but I think I am chickening out.
The Tijuana police in North Mexico is literally no joke. And you why are you fucking around with your life? That's just stupid. Like, if you had to bribe your way back into the country, I get it. I get being in that situation, but you're intentionally putting yourself in a dangerous situation.
Buy a
There's a restaurant called like Little Mexico, and you bike, and then for the sake of the video, you show up and you're like, I made it.
I really want to finish the trip.
March Madness wanted to finish March Madness, but COVID happened. I have to go. Don't go to Tijuana. It's stupid. Yeah, Neva, I don't know if you wanted us to hype you up to go, Wait, you're not going? I know you. You're not gonna do it. You'll probably go right to the border and then get all the way there and turn back around.
You know me so well that you know that if you fucking hype me up like this, I'm gonna go.
Do it, do it.
Scott convinced me not to, and then you swiveled me back.
Well, they don't want you to go for it.
I just took out money in case I have to bribe the Tijuana police. I talked to 3 of my closest friends. Like any good movie, there were 2 sets of mentors, each leaning in different directions. I'm not going to be thrilled with myself as a human being anywhere, so I might as well just finish the journey. Neve lies dead, just minutes before the border.
He was taken into custody by Mexican Border Patrol. I spoke to him for just a couple seconds, and he was shell shocked. Basically, Neve has a 6-figure student loan debt from NYU and can't afford a lawyer. So we started a GoFundMe page, and we believe in it. We think we can make this happen. I believe we can make it happen.
And then put it back up, and then you finish. And then you finish with, "I just want my mate back."
I just want my mate back.
Thank you. Check name. G-A-S-N-Y.
The fact that you went down there with an expired passport is a stupid ending to this story. It would have been way better if you lost your passport in like a Tijuana poker game, and then you had to like work for the guy that you lost it to for a while. And, you know, throughout that process, you fell in love with his daughter.
I just went to this incredible art shop that featured art from all over Mexico. The manager of the store, Jaime, could tell me which family created it. He's the one that sources them from all these various states in Mexico. I got one little finger painting, and then I got a couple of little wooden animal statues, and it was just really nice to hear him talk about the relationships he had with all of the artists. And 30 years ago, when he was working at the store, he'd have to drive down to all of these cities and to pick out the art he wanted to buy. And now they just use WhatsApp. And also, I talked to the guy about the police, and he told me that he and all of the store owners on Revolution Avenue, which is where I bought this stuff, they have a WhatsApp group with the Tijuana police. Generally, he really trusts the police down here, especially in these tourist-driven areas. I have an expired US passport, but that's my Israeli passport and my license as well. Did I bring anything? A couple of souvenirs from the art shop. Well, we are back where we started. You see what can happen with an American citizenship and relatively white skin. You can do anything. In the end, I got through both borders in under 10 minutes each with an expired passport during an international pandemic. I was very surprised that neither border seemed to care that their governments had legally closed the border to non-essential travel. In all seriousness though, Plant Daddy is happy that he was not dissuaded by the fear-mongering of the Karen at the bike shop or by any of my closest friends that I called for advice. It was interesting though that everyone I talked to in Mexico, whether that be the hotel manager or store owners, they were under the impression that only the US had closed its border. That's not true if you look anywhere online. All of the official stances claim that both governments have closed their borders. Plant Daddy says be careful during COVID. Plant Daddy says wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart, and don't do anything that he did during this video.